right, so we're headed back to the garage. And today what I want to do is I want to take apart that VVTI solenoid, and I want to clean the yeah, that's my dog. She's helping today. But yeah, we're going to take apart the VVTI solenoid and check the O-ring, check the filter screen, see if there's any problem there, if it's clogged or whatever. So I'll put it on a time lapse just to take the top end apart, because that's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, and we'll go from there. All right, so we got the cover off. What I do need to do is, in order to get the VVTI solenoid out, I'm gonna need to remove the throttle body, because the VVTI solenoid slides out this way and it hits the throttle body. So I need to get that off first. But right now, y'all know what time it is. All right, let's get back at it. All right, we got the solenoid out, but in order to get to the screen, we're gonna have to remove this banjo bolt here. So let's do that. All right, so I got the banjo bolt out with the screen in it, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this. I'll pull it apart and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so this screen that's on the banjo bolt, it just slides out. And I can see, it's probably hard to see on camera, but there is a little bit of debris in there. When I first bought this motor, I actually did clean this. There was quite a bit of debris in it, and I did clean it. And so there is some more debris in here, and it hasn't had very many miles put on it. So we'll go ahead and clean this with some brake cleaner. I don't see anything wrong with the actual solenoid itself. The O-ring looks pretty good. I tested the solenoid itself with 12 volts, and it does work. It's not bad. So, but other than that, I'm gonna just clean it up, put it back in, and we'll see if that helps. Take it for a test drive. You can see what was in there. You can see little chunks of debris. Now I don't know if that's really going to clog this up or not, but that way you can, see what you've cleaned out. So all right, let's put this back together. All right, so it's back together. One thing you want to do on these motors is, when you ever take the cover off, just make sure you check like the valve cover gasket. Make sure no oil is leaking down into where your spark plugs are, the spark plug holes. These are notorious for that. And also, you can take a flashlight and look down into where the VVTI gear is, and just see if you see any like oil residue or anything like that. Those are the two main things on these motors that are maintenance problems. So, all right, we'll take it for a ride and see if it's any better. My suspicion is it's probably not, but It's a good thing to check every once in a while. I know you're supposed to change the oil too often, so to keep that system working right. So I'm gonna do that too, but let's take it for a spin. All right, we're taking it for its test drive to see if what we did made any difference. My suspicion is it's probably not gonna make a difference because it wasn't really that clogged, but I just think that the VVTI, I think it just activates at a certain RPM, and there's really no way to change that, because what I've read online is that it works off of a duty cycle. So like 30% duty cycle it's off, and 50% duty cycle, it's in the neutral position. It holds wherever it wants to be, and then to advance it, I believe it goes to like a 60% duty cycle. This is what I saw on AEM put up a video about tuning the VVTI. So I could be completely wrong about that, the way I'm explaining it, but that's kind of what I got out of it. So we'll see if it still feels like a on-off switch or not. Like I said, my suspicion is it probably will. So yeah, sure enough, pretty much what I thought. When you give it part throttle and you don't give it more throttle, when the RPMs reach a certain like 3,500, you can feel it surging. Like I can feel that solenoid kicking in. So it didn't change a thing, but it's something. You know, this is like a learning process for me too. And hopefully you guys learned something also. But it's an interesting system, the way it works. If down the road, if I ever do, you know, an AEM standalone, this will be something you can tune, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just gonna cut this video right here. I just wanted to kind of go over this, and hopefully it helps somebody out there with a problem or whatever. But if you guys like the video, you know, comment, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.